And welcome to Steve Shetler Media. We've got Keota at North Mahaska basketball on the air a little bit earlier than we anticipated when we started today, but we've got Andy McGuire with us. He's going solo for a while until Eddie Conrad can join up with us once he gets off work and hightails it to New Sharon tonight. Andy, what are your pregame thoughts?
Pre-game thoughts, we're going to have a good matchup tonight. North Mahaska coming in at 10-1, taking on your Lady Keota Eagles, who got a really nice win the other night against Colfax Mingo, taking the record to 2-9. We'll watch the lineups here and get back with the game.
And number 24, Ava Griner. The Eagles are coached by head coach Jeff Sprouse. Now here's your starting lineup for your Warhawks. Number 12, Breckin Chili. Number 14, Allie Style. Number 20, Kayla Reedshaw. Number 22, Sydney Hempstead. And number 34, Reagan Gruey. The Warhawks are coached by head coach L.E. Moore, assisted by Trey Bennett and Tara Greer. Our officials for tonight are Trevor Tompkins, Jim Wilson, and Russ Dempster. Now, will you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
And there we are with a fine display of Old Glory. Steve, what do you think about that flag, huh?
That was beautiful and unexpected.
It was. It dropped out of the ceiling just like Spider-Man coming off of his web. Really impressive flag display there. Kudos to New Sharon, North Mahaska there. As you said right before we went to the lineups, fun game to watch tonight. North Mahaska seems to have quite a bit of height there. Leading scorer player to watch tonight, number 12, Breckin Schilling, averaging 15.3 points a game, 6.1 rebounds per game. So high-quality basketball team here for North Mahaska. We'll see if Kennedy Jackson can do anything against this jump against number 22, Sydney Anderson. And the ball goes North Mahaska's way. Brought up the court by number 14, Allie Style. Style over to Breckin Schilling. And then number 34 there off of glass, making us pay. Reagan Gruey. Turnover here, going to Gruey. Number 14, Allie Style, back up top. Post feed to number 22. Sydney Anderson with the score. North Mahaska jumps out to a quick 4-0 run there. Coach Sprouse getting a timeout to get this press broke.
I'll tell you what, I didn't get any pregame time to mention our sponsors. We do thank all of our normal Keota sponsors tonight, the Kindred Family, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sheets Chiropractic, Sigourney Body Shop, Vidito Inc., Fisher Family Club Lambs, JJ Nicotine Company, Keota Transmission, and Keota Veterinary Clinic. We'll get to our other sponsors coming up here in just a little bit.
Kimberly Clarion inbounds to Grace Conger. Conger up to Ava Griner. Ava Griner with a turnover. And there we have number 20, Kayla Reedshaw, with a score for North Mahaska. Grace Conger struggling with that length that North Mahaska brings. Conger to Clarahan. Back to Conger. Back to Clarahan. Clarahan out to Izzy Kalupa. Conger to Clarahan. Back to Conger. Kennedy Jackson up top. Ava Griner. Ava Griner looking for something to feed. Tries to take it down the lane. Turnover on Ava Griner. Outlet pass. On the floor. Kennedy Jackson can't quite get the handle on it. Post feed. And there we have Sydney Anderson with her first bucket of the night. Izzy Kalupa out to Ava Griner. We got a foul here. And that'll be Allie Stiles' first foul of the night for North Mahaska. Clarahan to inbound to Conger. Conger into the half court. Back out to Clarahan. Clarahan to Conger. Looking to take it down the lane. Waiting for Kennedy Jackson to drop down the lane. Post feed to Kennedy Jackson. No good for Kennedy. You had a big night the other night. Kennedy Jackson had 27, Steve.
Yeah, she had a huge night, and hopefully she can get it going tonight.
I got a foul here. Brecken Schilling's going to be shooting fouls.
You can see what happens when I jump in on commentary. My camera work.
Pat your belly and rub your head at the same time.
Yeah, I can't do more than two things at a time.
That's all good.
I'm keeping the score, and I'm doing the camera.
Jack of all trades. Brecken Schilling makes the front end of the 2 free throws there. And makes the second as well. 10-0 North Mahaska. 5:56 to go in the first quarter here. Lady Eagles struggling to break that press. Ava Griner advances the ball. Kimberly Clarahan. Across to Izzy Kalupa. Kalupa back out to Griner. Griner drives out to Clarahan. Clarahan down the lane. Looking for the outlet. Here we got Izzy Kalupa on the block. Ooh, nice ball fake. Kicks it back out. Ball's on the floor. Turnover. Coming back to North Mahaska's way. And just a little bit too much. Reagan Gruey can't quite handle the pass there. Turnover on the Lady Warhawks. Clarahan inbound. Turnover on Clarahan. And a stay North Mahaska here. North Mahaska with really active hands, a lot of length, really giving the Keota Lady Eagles fits, moving the ball around for the Lady Eagles. There's Brecken Schilling, outlet pass to number 22, Sydney Anderson. Anderson scores. Here we have Clarahan bringing the ball up. Back to Conger. Back to Clarahan. Conger. Out to Ava Griner. Good pass. Clarahan from 3. Just in and out. Can't quite get it to go. We got a jump ball here. Going to Keota Lady Eagles. Substitutions coming in right now. We have number 40, Natalia Linder, coming in. We also have number 30, Libby Hargis, as well. And number 24, Peyton Sanders, checked in for North Mahaska. Emily Conger with a shot. No good for Emily. Good looking shot in the lane. Got to get something going here. Here we have Natalia Linder bringing the ball up. Out to Peyton Sanders. Sanders up to Schilling. Back to Sanders. We have a moving screen against North Mahaska here. I think they're going to get that on number 40, Natalia Linder, and Izzy Kalupa's checking in.
These tall girls for North Mahaska are fairly amazing with their footwork and their ball handling.
There's a lot of long legs, long arms out there. Emily Conger in the middle of the court, bringing the ball up. Ball is stolen by number 34, Reagan Gruey. Reagan, an outlet pass to Schilling. Schilling baseline, no good. Out of bounds off North Mahaska, coming back Keota's way. 12-0, North Mahaska, 4:01 left in the first quarter here. Schilling with quick hands off of Schilling, staying with Keota. Ball's tipped, turnover Keota. And out of bounds off the Lady Eagles. North Mahaska will have it on the baseline here to get get this half-court set going. Number 12, Brecken Schilling inbounds. Up top's number 24, Peyton Sanders. They got a blocking foul on Kennedy Jackson. Got a turnover on the Lady Eagles. Just a little bit too much gas on that pass from number 34, Reagan Gruey. Turnover on Grace Conger. Up top to Schilling. Looked like a travel for a moment.
Yeah.
And out of bounds on, who do we have there? Well, Kennedy Jackson was tied up for just a moment with number 30 there, Libby Hargis, coming back Keota's way. Got Dakota Dodd check in for Kennedy Jackson there. And here we have North Mahaska maybe setting up a half-court defense. A little bit of pressure. Turnover on Clarahan. Peyton Sanders at top of key. Dribbles right side. Baseline shot. We got a foul here. That's going to be on Dakota Dodd. I believe it'll be her first. Shooting foul. Got 3 team fouls on North Mahaska and 2 team fouls on Keota. Allie Style makes the first of 2. Excuse me, 24. Peyton Sanders makes the first of 2. And the second's good as well. 14-0 North Mahaska. Griner inbounds to Conger. Back to Griner. Over to Emily Conger. Emily Conger baseline to Izzy Kalupa. Izzy Kalupa puts a shot up, no good. Coming back North Mahaska's way. Peyton Sanders brings the ball up. Outlets to number 32, Sam Van Wielden. Back to Sanders. Hargis out to Linder. Sanders with a shot. Off glass, no good. Rebounded by Griner, tied up. We got a foul here on white number 40, Natalia Linder. Kennedy Jackson checking back in. Izzy Kalupa and Emily Conger coming off. And Conger inbounds to Clarahan. Conger tipped by Kennedy Jackson. Dakota Dodd gets the first points of the night for the Keota Lady Eagles. 14-2 with 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Sam Van Wielen with the ball. Back to number 30, Libby Hargis. Hargis to Peyton Sanders. Hargis with a shot and makes it. 3-point field goal for Libby Hargis there. Takes the lead 17-2. Turnover on Kimberly Clarion. And the pass a little bit too high for Natalia Linder. Emily Conger's checking in for Dakota Dodd here. Conger inbounds to Kimberly Clarion. Clarion to bring it up. Out to Emily Conger. Emily gets tied up with Natalia Linder. Jump ball coming back to North Mahaska. Libby Hargis inbounds to Peyton Sanders. Peyton Sanders running the point primarily here for the North Mahaska Lady Warhawks. 32, Sam Van Wilden. Out to Peyton Sanders. Sanders to Linder. And there we have Libby Hargis with a shot. And a putback by number 24, Peyton Sanders. 19-2, North Mahaska. Minute 10. We're going to have a foul here on number 32, Sam Van Wielden. Her first of the night. 3 team fouls for both teams. Grace Conger inbounds to Kimberly Clarion. Back to Grace. Grace post feed for Kennedy Jackson. We're going to have a foul on Natalia Linder. Linder's second foul of the night. That's in the bonus for the Lady Eagles, so Kennedy Jackson will be shooting 2 free throws. Makes the first. Here we have Brecken Schilling checking in for Natalia Linder. Kennedy Jackson with her second shot. It's good. 19-4. Favor the Warhawks. Missed layup by number 22, Sydney Anderson. Turnover by the Lady Warhawks. Coming back Keota Eagles' way. Grace Conger to inbound. Conger to Kimberly Clarion. Clarion brings the ball up. Back to Conger. Conger to Jackson, the center of the court. Over to Emily Conger. Back to Kimberly Clarion. Conger to Clarion. Post feed to Ava Griner. Back to Kimberly Clarion. Emily Conger with the shot. And the bucket. 3-point shot, Emily Conger. 24 seconds to go here. 19-7. Warhawks. Warhawks are moving the ball effectively. 32 with a shot. Just off the mark, Sam Van Wilden. Rebounded by Kennedy Jackson. 10 seconds to go in the game. Kimberly Clarion with a foul. Blocking foul on Kimberly Clarion. Number 32 is Sam Van Wilden, her second of the night. Be shooting foul shots here for Kimberly Clarion. Off the mark on the first. Second shot coming up. And no good on the second as well. 6 seconds to go here for the Warhawks. Number 24, Peyton Sanders off the mark. Rebounded by Kennedy Jackson. And that will be her first quarter in New Sharon. 19 for the Lady Warhawks, 7 for the Keota Eagles. Slow start for the Lady Eagles, Steve, but they ended up putting some points on the board. Closed the lead down to 12. We'll see what we can do in the second quarter.
Yeah, the game started off kind of ugly for the Eagles, but Warhawks were playing well. We had that full court press working on their side, and now we're at 19-7 at the end of the first. We do thank our sponsors for making tonight's game possible, including Jennifer Fagan, Neighbor Insurance, Grant Ranch, Hometown Real Estate, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, and New Life Community Church in Wellman. We also thank our New Sharon, North Mahaska sponsors for coming on for tonight's game. That includes Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style, State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy. So, again, a big thanks to those New Sharon, North Mahaska sponsors, going along with all of our regular Keota sponsors here on Keota Eagle Basketball on Steve Shetler Media. Going to start up the second quarter. Let's go back to Andy McGuire. Andy, once again, we're going to have Eddie Conrad joining us a little bit later on since the game started early today. Eddie couldn't get off his job quite in time, but he'll be back here shortly here on for the basketball game.
We need to get Eddie on that Steve Shetler payroll.
Yes.
Turnover there on the Lady Eagles coming back North Mahaska's way. Got number 20, Kayla Reedshaw. Down to 34, Reagan Gruey. Off glass takes North Mahaska's point total of 21. Ava Greiner back to Grace Conger. Turnover on Grace. Number 34, Reagan Gruey with quick hands. Libby Hargis with a shot there. Excuse me, Brecken Schilling with a shot there. Kayla Reedshaw with a shot. Tip back out. Up and off a glass for number 14, Allie Style. Kennedy Jackson just can't quite get the rebound, can't quite get the handle on it, and Style takes it right back up and in. But yeah, a lot of great sponsors coming out of North Mahaska as well, New Sharon area. Great to see that.
Definitely.
As well as lots from Sigourney and Keota as well. So spread the love in the sickle.
We've got the area covered pretty well tonight. Again, all of our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Earlier start than usual as we're trying to get this game in before the winter weather blows back in once again here in southeast Iowa. How did you handle the last storm system that rolled through, Andy?
Oh, it's one of those deals where you can't do anything about it, so you just grin and bear it. My wife loves the snow, so she's giggly happy, and I'm kind of grimacing and grinding my teeth, but you know what? It is pretty out there. I enjoyed the drive over to Oskaloosa this morning, so beautiful weather in southeast Iowa.
It was like on the drive on Highway 92 from Sigourney to Oskaloosa. It was kind of like the whole ride. I was encased in the snow with the heavy snow on the branches of all the trees.
And it sounds like we're going to have another one tonight with a blizzard warning for the area, so everybody be careful out there, especially driving back to Keota from this New Sharon ball game tonight. Hopefully the weather holds out and we can all get home safely. Got number 20 for North Mahaska inbound after the Keota turnover, Kayla Reedshaw. Reedshaw with the ball. Got up to Brecken Schilling. Schilling to number 14, Allie Style. Nice little entry feed to number 22, Sydney Anderson. Clarahan inbounds the ball to Grace Conger. Back to Kimberly Clarahan. Kimberly picks up her dribble. Back to Grace. It was tipped by number 34, Reagan Gruey. Back to Clarahan. Clarahan gets it into the front court. Ava Greiner. And I believe we have a blocking foul here. Blocking foul on Brecken Schilling. Dakota Dodds checking in for Ava Greiner. That is Brecken Schilling's first foul, by the way. 25-7. Jackson with nowhere to go here. We got to get a little movement going here. Got Kimberly Clarion in the corner, down to Kennedy Jackson. Can't quite convert. Good position. Number 34, Reagan Gruey, can't quite get the ball to drop. Going to be out of bounds on Keota, stay in North Mahaska. Allie Style to inbound. Style out to Sydney Anderson, leading scorer for the Warhawks at this point with 8. And put back by Brecken Schilling. Kimberly Clarion bringing the ball up for the Lady Eagles. Grace Conger. Post feed to Kennedy Jackson, tipped out by Sydney Anderson. Brecken Schilling with a shot. No good. Rebounded. Outlet to Emily Conger. Emily, ball's tipped. Back out to Conger. Clarahan baseline. Off glass, no good. Here we have Schilling. Number 34, Reagan Gruey. Outlet pass just a little bit too much from Brecken Schilling. Right idea for the North Mahaska Lady Warhawks. Can't quite connect.
If there was a football team, a female football team for North Mahaska, I think Schilling would be the quarterback.
I think you're right.
She's got some great vision.
Maybe a little bit of foreshadowing for what we see. You know, normally that's the Cole Kindred Sawyer Stout outlet. Emily to Grace. Grace up top. Dakota Dodd can't quite handle it there. Kimberly Clarion trying to post feed. Number 22, Sydney Anderson, just absolutely being a monster there on the defense. Quick hands, gets the steal. Moving the ball around the top. We got number 20, Kayla Reachall with a shot. And Brecken Schilling with the easy putback. No Lady Eagle there to box out and get the rebound. 29-7, 4:15 to go in the second period. Grace Conger up top to Emily Conger. Kimberly Clarahan. Good idea to Grace Conger on the baseline. Can't connect, turnover, Lady Eagles. And there is Sydney Anderson for her 10th point of the game. Grace Conger brings the ball up. Over to Kimberly Clarahan. Emily setting a screen for Kimberly. The Lady Eagles are really trying to feed Kennedy Jackson. Can't quite get the connection tonight. Sydney Anderson scores again, 33-7 in favor of the Lady Warhawks. Grace Conger brings the ball up. Emily sets a screen for Grace. Excellent defense there from Kayla Reedshaw. Emily Conger brings the ball down. Out of bounds on Emily, coming back. We have a 4-person substitution for the Lady Warhawks. And we have Kennedy Jackson and Grace Conger sitting down for the Lady Eagles. Brecken Schilling stayed on the court for the Warhawks. Over to number 32, Sam Van Wielden. Down to Peyton Sanders with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Kimberly Clarahan, taking it the distance here. See if she can convert. An easy layup. Great shot there from Kimberly Clarahan. 33-9. 2:43 left, second quarter. Sam Van Wielden. Peyton Sanders. Score for North Mahaska, 35-9. Ava Greiner looking to feed Izzy Kalupa, can't make the connection. Back out to Kimberly Clarahan. Clarahan up top to Emily Conger, handoff. Emily to Ava Greiner. Ava Greiner looking to dribble, penetrate here. Turnover on Ava. And there we have Peyton Sanders. Can't quite convert, but Natalia Linder can. Natalia Linder's first bucket of the night. Kimberly Clarahan up top. Izzy Kalupa hands off to Emily Conger. Emily hands off to Grace Conger, or Kimberly Clarahan, excuse me. Got a jump ball here. Kimmy Clarahan tied up with number 30, Libby Hargis, going back to North Mahaska. And Brecken Schilling brings the ball up for North Mahaska. Over to Peyton Sanders. Sam Van Wilden to Sanders. And there we have Peyton Schilling. Or Brecken Schilling. Brecken Schilling scores. Got 30-second timeout here for North Mahaska, Steve.
Hey, once again, we do thank our North Mahaska sponsors for jumping on for tonight's game. Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style, State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy. some of our sponsors for tonight's game. Also, New Life Community Church in Wellman, Keota County Hospital and Clinics, Hometown Real Estate, Grant Ranch, Jennifer Fagan, Neighbor Insurance, and Keota Veterinary Clinic. I don't know, did you see, or have you been keeping track of my weekly Athlete of the Week poll that's sponsored by Keota County Hospital and Clinics?
I have, yeah. There's a lot of great athletes on there.
It was a 4-way race this week, but it came down to a wrestler from Ottumwa and a female wrestler from right here in North Mahaska. And the voting, the Facebook poll came to an end this afternoon, but I tell you what, it was so close. We're just going to call it a tie.
Hey, two great athletes. So a wrestler from North Mahaska, a lady wrestler,
yes,
and a boy wrestler from
yes.
Ottumwa.
And
Gotta love the grapple.
The Facebook poll went weird on me. The poll shut down because the timing had timed out on it, and then Facebook for some reason started messing with the numbers. So we don't have a conclusive answer to who actually won it. So we're just going to let them both win.
Well, maybe we need to talk Elon Musk into taking over Facebook to get this whole mess straightened out, right?
If he calls Twitter X, what is he going to call Facebook?
That's a great Z. Facebook. And there we have Libby Hargis taking a baseline for North Mahaska, extending the lead. 8 seconds to go here. We'll see if Keota can get that shot off. Emily Conger backed out to Grace, 3 seconds. Emily Conger, 2 seconds. 1. She's got the shot off, but no good. No good going into halftime here. 41 North Mahaska Lady Warhawks, 9 for your Keota Lady Eagles. Keota massively struggling with the length and the press of the North Mahaska Lady Warhawks. They're just a phenomenal basketball team, 10-1 record in the Sickle Conference here. And you can tell why. They have a lot of quality basketball players, a lot of length. I think they'd give the Keota Eagle boys a run for their money, at least as it's related to height.
Yes.
So tough.
Yeah, Brecken Schilling.
basketball.
We've had Brecken, speaking of the Athlete of the Week poll, we've had Brecken Schilling up a time or two for the Athlete of the Week, and now seeing her in person, I can tell why, because she's built like an athlete. She's tall, she's athletic, so she's tough to stop. All right, so let's go into halftime. We've got about 9.5 minutes before we come back for the second half. Again, we'll run down our sponsors: the Kindred Family, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sheets Chiropractic, Sigourney Body Shop, Vidito Incorporated, Fisher Family Club Lambs, JJ Nicting Company, Keota Transmission and Repair, Keota Veterinary Clinic, Jennifer Fagan Neighbor Insurance, Grant Ranch, Hometown Real Estate, Keota County Hospital and Clinics, and New Life Community Church in Wellman, plus our North Mahaska sponsors tonight: Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy. So we'll take a little bit of a break, maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll come back with more Keota and North Mahaska basketball here on Steve Shuttler Media. All righty, we are back here on Steve Shetler Media. We are live, coming to you from the North Mahaska High School in New Sharon, Iowa. At the half, North Mahaska girls leading Keota 41-9. Andy McGuire going solo so far tonight. At any time, any moment, we could be seeing Eddie Conrad show up and lend us his announcing skills as well. But Andy, you're on your own for now. What do we got coming up here in the second half?
Flying solo, seeing if we can get something going for the Lady Eagles tonight in the second half. Really tough sledding in that first half. Way too many turnovers. I'm sure Coach Sprouse addressed that. I think the key of the second half is to see if we can get Kennedy Jackson to establish her presence on that block. I know Coach Sprouse is trying to get that in that first half, specifically in the second quarter. Kennedy Jackson, as a sophomore, still just struggling to really find that identity, assert her will, and move these much taller, lengthier North Mahaska Lady Warhawks around here. So we'll see how it goes. Ava Greiner down to Grace Conger in the corner. Grace puts it in. 2-point shot, 41-11 here to start out. Much better start for the third quarter. Kennedy Jackson on the foul against Reagan Gruey with the and one. That'll be Kennedy's second foul of the night. Dakota Dodd checks in for Kennedy Jackson here. We'll see what Gruey can do with the foul shot. And there he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Eddie Conrad. Do you think that Goose ever let Maverick fly solo?
I don't think so.
And by the way, Eddie, it is a tight squeeze getting in here tonight.
Of course, I got my work boots on. What we got?
43-11, Eddie, with the girls have been struggling with the press break. Turnovers have been an issue here, but as you can see, these Lady Warhawks have a lot of length and are a really quality basketball team. Records 10-1 coming against your 2-9 Lady Eagles.
Well, this is something to come back to, I guess. Glad we made it before the storm. What are we looking at? Who's doing well for the Lady Eagles tonight? Obviously, it's been a struggle, like you said. Who's kind of been stepping up then?
Yeah, so Sydney Anderson, number 22, is your leading scorer for North Mahaska with 14 points so far. Brecken Schilling, number 12, is actually leading scorer on the season for North Mahaska Warhawks. Really quality basketball player, good height here between Anderson, Schilling, number 34, Reagan Gruey, and then Natalia Linder, who's actually on the bench. I think most high school teams would die to have any one of those girls, let alone three of them on your team. So really good here. Kennedy Jackson's been trying to establish her spot on the block. Can't quite get there. And the Lady Eagles just struggling to get any offensive production going. Their lead just jumped out 49-11 with about 6 minutes to go in this third period.
Ooh, there's a good look. Kennedy Jackson can't quite get it to fall in there, though. Just kind of off the mark. That was a good open look, though.
And number 20, Kayla Reachaw is really coming to life in the second half. I think she just put up 6 points here. I think they've all come in the second half for her. We've got Izzy Kalupa getting ready to check in here. Izzy's going to come in for Ava Greiner. And then North Mahaska also has some substitutions here. There's number 40, Natalia Linder, checking, who I mentioned just a few minutes ago, who's having a quality night.
Would you grab my jacket?
Jump ball here between North Mahaska. Coming back Keota's way.
I like your pink water bottle, Andy.
I know. It's masculine, isn't it? It matches my pink shirt. For those of us that got here early, Eddie, you would know that the concession stand was not open, so I had to borrow my wife's water bottle. So, yes, it is a pink water bottle.
Is it closed down all game?
I hope not.
I stopped at Casey's and got myself a burger. I was starving, so.
Oh, that's why it's 5:40 and not 5:30.
I tried. I was coming from Muscatine. I had a 2-hour drive to get here, and that little early start got me discombobulated. But, I'm here now. That's all that matters, right, Andy and Steve?
It is. Do you think Goose would stop for a hamburger and not get one for Maverick, too?
I think he would, honestly. And that sounds like a Tom Cruise kind of move.
I know, it is. It's Tom Cruise night.
Was there a third wheel in that movie? Because that's me, and I would also like a hamburger.
I'll get you guys a hamburger at the end of the game.
The only third wheel I can think of was maybe Meg Ryan at the piano bar.
I can see it.
It's the blonde locks.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take you to Style Me Crazy and upgrade that wardrobe if you're gonna be Meg Ryan status.
North Mahaska girls seem pretty fundamentally sound. And it looks like their only loss on the season comes from PCM, who I believe is 2A, if not 3A.
Yeah, definitely a step up there. I think the boys lost to PCM as well, so must be having some good basketball up there in Monroe, Prairie City.
Grace trying to feed it down into Ava, gets it stolen there by number 14, Allie Style. Sydney Anderson's shot goes off the bottom of the glass. She catches it out of bounds, Keota ball.
She just kind of looked at the ref like, here, you can have this now.
Keota girls looking a little tired here. Hopefully they can put together some offense to finish out the game. Claire Han will bring it up for the Lady Eagles. Dodd has it outside. Gets it to Kalupa, back to Griner. Back to Dodd, who puts up a three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Libby Hargis. Back to Libby. Trying to get it to Anderson. Feeds it down there to number 40, Natalia Linder, who puts it in and one. We're going to get that foul on Ava Griner.
We're going to have a wholesale substitution here. A whole lot of Lady Warhawks. What's a collection of Warhawks?
That might be a roost, too.
A roost.
Hawks and Eagles, birds of a feather, I guess. We got Emily Conger coming in, too, for the Lady Eagles. Checking in for her sister. Natalia's second shot good. 54-11, 1:57 to go in the third quarter.
Brecken Schilling checked in for Natalia Linder there.
Emily feeds Kimberly, who takes a nice shot off the glass, in for two. Good look there from Emily to get it to Kimberly, cut into the lane. They're going to get number 44, Olivia Ridgway, there on a travel. Thought she got away with one right before that, so glad they caught the second one.
Well, we have Cousin Conrad in.
Bryn, yep. Ava Griner trying to get it to Dodd down low, slips off the fingers. Warhawk ball. Schilling gets it into Ridgway. Thought that might have been a carry, but they're not going to call it. Going to go right off of Schilling's leg, Keota ball. Just under a minute to play in the third quarter. Clarahan will bring it up for the Lady Eagles. Emily Conger gets it over to Ava Griner. Ava looking for space. Out to Dodd. Back to Emily, who takes it to the hoop. Swatted away there by Schilling. Over the head of Griner. Keota ball under the basket. What do they have Schilling listed here as? She looks pretty tall. 6 foot. Dodd gets it. Going to get swatted away there again by Schilling.
We had Carly Lake. Yeah, Carly Lake got into the Keota Lady Eagle there and out of bounds.
Inbound to Ava Griner. And that'll end the third quarter, 54-13, Warhawks up.
Kennedy Jackson and Izzy Kalupa getting ready to check back in here. I think Grace Conger is going to come in as well. Lady Eagles need to manufacture some offense here in this running clock, try and get something positive going. I think this game's at this point obviously a lost cause, so we need to build some momentum, maybe get ready to go into that next game. Hopefully we can avoid all this snow. I don't think it's going to happen, but if we do, we got BGM tomorrow night, so the Lady Eagles have an opportunity tomorrow night to maybe right the ship after what's going on tonight.
It's tough coming off of what we had last week where they beat Colfax Mingo pretty handedly. I guess, yeah, that was last week, wasn't it?
Correct, yeah.
My days
Friday.
are running together with the snow days, I know. So it's tough coming off that win, but again, young team. You're playing a team that is one of the best in 1A right now in girls basketball. Finish the game strong, and that's going to be the key to roll into the BGM game, if it gets postponed or if it's tomorrow night. So.
Hey, I'll jump in here with a few of our sponsors. We'll feature our North Mahaska sponsors tonight: Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy, our North Mahaska New Sharon sponsors for tonight.
Grace Conger trying to take it down. Going to get a foul there on number 34. That's Reagan Grew. Grace will inbound it. Gets it to Kalupa. Back out to Ava. Grace is going to set her team up here and run some offense. Gets it to Kennedy Jackson. Hands it off to Grace. Grace gets it swatted out of her hands by Schilling. They're going to get a jump ball. North Mahaska possession. I'm just now noticing that they have the points and fouls there up on the North Mahaska scoreboard. Bullet pass into Grew from Anderson for the Warhawks.
That was an impressive pass. That was an absolute missile handled by Gruey there and up and off the glass, so really impressive.
Emily Conger turns it over to Gruey, who gets it down to Schilling, puts it off the glass for two. Grace bounce pass in there to Kalupa, who gets swatted. They're going to get a foul there on Gruey again. Grace to inbound it. Gets it to Ava Griner. Takes it around. Gets it to Emily Conger. Mishandles the pass, but picks it up. Schilling intercepts the pass that was going to Ava Griner. Takes it down. Off the glass, in for two. Timeout, Warhawks. Going to have a platoon substitution, looks like.
30-second timeout trying to get the younger players in here going way deep in the bench for the Lady Warhawks.
Not to focus on the negative, but Andy, if you were to guess how many turnovers that Keota has had tonight,
I don't even think that I would want to guess, and I'll just say Coach Prowse is going to say way too many.
You're going to have that when you have a young team and you're playing a veteran team who has a high skill level.
Yeah.
They know where to be to intercept passes. They know how to get you discombobulated.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen. And I think the Lady Eagles are going to learn from that tonight. They're going to learn to be a little bit more protective of the ball. So. Yeah,
absolutely. It wouldn't be unthinkable to say that they're plus 20 at this point. But again, with the length that the North Mahaska Warhawks have, with the quality of basketball they play, the pressure that they play, can't say that I would do any better, that's for darn sure. And the ladies are working hard. There's no quitting these Lady Eagles, so you got to applaud them for staying the course. And you know what? Grace Conger was on the floor there just a few minutes ago. She popped up, still a smile on her face. So these girls are playing basketball and having fun, and that's what it's about.
As Ridgeway gets a pass from Linder, puts it in for two for the Warhawks. Clarahan brings it up for the Lady Eagles. Over to Grace Conger. Back to Ava Griner. Back to Clarahan. They're trying to get it into Kennedy Jackson. Just great defense there by the Warhawks. Clarion has it back up top. Little miscommunication there from Grace and Kimberly. Luckily, it goes off of Warhawks. Keota ball.
62-13, 4:40 to go.
Good inbound there for the Lady Eagles, who have seemed to have a hard time getting it in recently. It's going to be a shot clock violation on the Lady Eagles. There's no room to put up a shot against this tough, staunch Warhawk defense.
Yeah, again, the length there, having Linder on the floor and having number 30, who is Libby Hargis, on the floor. It doesn't help the Lady Eagles. And then even again, Carly Lake has good size too.
Good job there by Clarahan to force a turnover. Kalupa gets it to Conger, and they bring it down for the Lady Eagles. Back out to Clarahan, who takes a nice three-point shot. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Linder. Ridgeway brings it up for the Warhawks. Good job by Kalupa to get in there, get her hands in there. Out of bounds on the Warhawks. Keota ball. Still got that fight, 3:38 to go in the game. Down by a lot. Still got the fight. Good to see that from Izzy Kalupa.
That's right. We have Addison Falb checking in for North Mahaska. We also have number 24, Peyton Sanders, that checked in. And number 42, Brooklyn Meeland, checked in.
Clarahan takes it to the hoop. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by number 24, Sanders. Ridgeway has it up top. Ridgeway back in the corner. Good defense by Kalupa there. Pass into number 52, Lake, who puts it up for two. We're going to have a mass substitution for the Lady Eagles. Perky Pyle, Emily Conger, Dakota Dodd, and the Conrad sisters are in. 2:44 to go, 64-13, Warhawks up. Nice pass there to Reese. Tries to put it up, going to draw a foul. That's going to be called on Brooklyn Melland. Reese to shoot two. A little strong there off the back of the rim, no good. Second shot, no good. Ridgeway brings it up. Ridgeway gets the rebound off of the Sanders shot, puts it up for two. Emily Conger brings it up for the Lady Eagles. Over to Perky Pyle, takes it to the hoop, throws a shot up. Off the glass, no good. Going to draw a foul there.
Really aggressive baseline move there for Addie Perky Pyle. Really encouraging to see, this bench depth staying aggressive even though this game's out of reach. So,
and that's 4 fouls on the Warhawks with 2:13 to go. Next foul will be automatic 2 shots. Perky Pyle's first shot off the mark, no good. Second shot goes in. Ridgeway over to Lake. Puts up a 3, blocked there by Emily Conger. Brooklyn Mellon gets the rebound, draws a foul. Not sure which one they called a foul there on. He called Mellon's number.
I think they got a foul on Dakota Dada. He initially called Meelan's number, but then he changed it, I think, to 22.
Okay. They're going to get a foul there on number 24, Sanders. That's the 5th foul for the Warhawks. That's going to be Dodd shooting 2.
Minute 41 to go here.
Dodd's first shot good. By the way, that's Meelan's she has 4 points. The scoreboard got me.
Yeah, it looked like Olivia Ridgway had 4 fouls. It's 4 points, right? Yeah, I'm with you.
Ridgway brings it up for the Warhawks. 1:36 to go. Melan cross to Ridgway, takes it to the hoop, off the glass, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Dodd got her hand on it. Warhawk ball under the hoop. Meelan into foul. Lake has it. Over to Meelan, or Sanders, sorry. Ridgway takes a 3, no good.
The refs are letting the ladies play here with under a minute to go. Can't overlook that foul on number 34.
Bryn Conrad. Sanders inbounds. Shot no good. Dodd with the rebound. Brings it up for the Lady Eagles. Gets it to Perkypile. Out to Emily Conger. Cross to Dodd. Feeds it into Bryn. Puts one off with the glass. No good. Tipped out of bounds by the Warhawks. Keota ball. 17 seconds to go for the Lady Eagles. Inbound intercepted there by Lake, who will bring it down. 6 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. Final score of tonight's game, Warhawks 66, Lady Eagles 16.
We'll chalk that one up as a growing opportunity for the Lady Eagles, having to deal with some tough pressure there tonight. A good test for resiliency for the Lady Eagles. Kept their heads up the whole way through it. We'll see if we can carry on some momentum, hopefully, towards the end of the game there, getting some exposure, some experience for these younger players. So something to build on.
Hate to move on too quick, but I'm excited for this matchup in boys basketball tonight. Two really good teams coming to play, and it's worth the snow to me.
Absolutely, yeah. The 11-0 undefeated Keota Eagles takes on North Mahaska, who is 8-3, who has losses to to Montezuma, to Linville Sully, and also to Prairie City Monroe. So 3 quality teams, up class for Prairie City Monroe, and then 2 of the predominant powerhouses in the civil conferences.
We had problems with, didn't beat them. We're used to beating teams by 20, 30 points. Fought to the bitter end with both of those Montezuma and Linville squads, so tonight's going to be a good matchup.
It will be, where it's not the North Mahaska Warhawks we're used to. We're used to seeing the Braden Steele, the Nash Smith, the 6'6", 6'7" guys who can destroy you, down low. But what you're going to see tonight is a bunch of guys that are 5'9", 5'10" that can shoot the ball. And then Nolan Anderson with a 6'3" frame, senior coming back. Gabe Hora averages 16.1 points a game for North Mahaska, has shot 100 3-point shots this season, has made 43 of them. So not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, taking on Sawyer Stout, who last game eclipsed 1,000 points on a career. So great career for Sawyer Stout. I'm excited to see what this one has.
All right, so once again, we're in between games right now as the North Mahaska girls just defeated the Keota girls. We've got the boys warming up and the game coming up here in about 15 minutes. So we're going to take a break, give the announcers a rest, maybe grab something to eat at the concession stand, and we'll have the boys game coming up here in about 14 and a half minutes here on Steve Shuttler Media. Stay tuned. All right, and a good evening. Welcome back to North Mahaska High School. We are in New Sharon as we've got boys basketball action. Two really good teams going at it tonight. Keota against North Mahaska boys. We do thank our sponsors for bringing us our game tonight. That includes the Kindred family, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sheets Chiropractic, Sigourney Body Shop, Vidito Incorporated, Fisher Family Club Lambs, JJ Nicotine Company, Keota Transmission and Repair, Keota Veterinary Clinic, Jennifer Fagan Neighbor Insurance, easy for me to say, Grant Ranch Hometown Real Estate, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, and New Life Community Church in Wellman. We also thank our North Mahaska sponsors, Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style, State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy. All right, guys, we've got the starting lineups being introduced right now.
Dan Stout and assisted by Zach Jameson. Now here's your starting lineup for your Warhawks. We have number 10, a senior, Nate Simpson. A junior, number 12, Asher DeBoo. A senior, number 24, Nolan Henderson. A junior, number 30, Gabe Keota. And junior, number 32, Jack Kelderman. The Warhawks are coached by head coach Seth Freeman and assisted by Kevin Kelderman and Mike Mitchell. Our officials for tonight are Trevor Tompkins, Jim Wilson, and Russ Dempster. Let's play some basketball.
Big matchup tonight, Andy. Like we talked earlier before this game started, North Mahaska's only 3 losses come to Linville Solely, who we had a tough time with, Montezuma, who we had a tough time with, and PCM, who is a class above both of these teams. I think we're going to have another knockdown, drag-out fight.
Yeah, this should be a really classic ball game. The 11-0 Keota Eagles taking on 8-3 North Mahaska. Not the height you normally see out of North Mahaska with Nash Smith and Braden Steele both graduating over the last 2 years, but North Mahaska can certainly shoot the ball, so we'll see how Keota's defense is against that. We'll also see how Keota can get up and down the court with what is predominantly maybe a bit more guard-oriented team than what we've seen in the past two. So
Nolan Anderson takes that first 3, rebounded by Evan Vidito. Cole Kindred will bring it up for the Eagles. Over to Stout. Billy Kindred in the corner. Back to Stout, over to Waterhouse. Gets it to Cole at Vidito. Back out to Waterhouse. Thought about the 3, takes it to the hoop. Little jumper there, no good. Rebounded by Vidito. Back out to Cole Kindred. They're going to get Cole there on a travel. Didn't quite get his dribble down before his foot came up. But good look there. They're extending out on those 3s that they know we can make, and I think we're going to have a lot of opportunities to take it to the hoop.
here's Keota setting up in that full court press that they like to run.
We're going to call this a 2-2-1 maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, Vidito does play up a lot, so it's almost an extended 2-3, but DeBoof. Hora with a deep 3, off the mark, no good. Rebounded there by Sampson. Nice hustle by Sawyer to get on the floor, doesn't quite get it. DeBoof, another deep 3, in for 3. Stout brings it up for the Eagles. Over to Waterhouse. Stout takes a shot from Oski. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded there by DeBoof. Down to Sampson. Into Hora. Nice block there by Cole Kindred. Doesn't draw a foul. Out of bounds. North Mahaska ball under the hoop.
Cole elevates to keep that ball from getting up.
Tipped out of there. Anderson just couldn't quite get that pass wrangled in, out of bounds, Keota ball.
Right, Nolan Anderson's really put on a lot of muscle mass from last year. I don't remember him being quite that big, but he is a big lad.
Waterhouse to Billy. Billy takes a 3 from the corner, in for 3. That's 3-3, 6:19 to go in the first quarter. Keota in their full court press.
You know, Billy Kindred is such a key component to this offense, to this
Great
team.
job there by Tanner Waterhouse. Gets to causes the turnover and gets a 3. Sorry to cut you off, Andy, but that was quite a play.
Absolutely. I was just mentioning Billy Kindred being such a key piece of the offense, but there you see Tanner Waterhouse, who's also a key piece as well.
Kelderman sinks the 3. That's 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3. We're just going to be seeing shooting from the arc today.
Got a shooting clinic going on in O'Sharon right now.
Kelderman tried to steal that away from Waterhouse, goes out of bounds. Keota inbounds it. Cole Kindred gets the inbound. Back over to Waterhouse. Gets it to Billy, who feeds it to Vidito. Puts it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by DeBoeuf. Good defense there by the Warhawks to kind of get Vidito off pace. Hora has it up top. Over to Sampson. Back to DeBoeuf. Back to Hora. Sampson takes a shot. Almost behind the backboard, gets it in for 2.
Really nice baseline jumper there.
Waterhouse to Kindred, takes a nice jump, nice shot there, kind of a mid-range 2. 8-8, just under 5 to go in the first quarter. Nolan Anderson kicks it back out there to DeBoeuf, who takes a deep 3, in for 3. Off the mark, no good. Sawyer Stout with the rebound, gets it to Billy Kindred. Kicks it over to Waterhouse. Pull-up jumper 3, in the for 3. Nothing but net.
What a shooting clinic we have going on tonight so far in this gym.
11-11, 420. Fireworks to start this game. Just, we knew it was going to happen, Andy. Sawyers tries to get a steal there, just falls a little late. Pass from DeBoeuf to Sampson, goes out of bounds. Sampson just couldn't quite keep a hold of it. Keota ball, Kindred brings it up. Keota doing what it always does. You know, you look like they're kind of down. Momentum might be in the other team's way. They come back, they keep scoring. Anderson takes it off the glass for 2. Nice hustle move there by Vidito to get it in. You got to catch these Warhawks sleeping.
They did. North Mahaska, a little bit of sleep at the wheel, maybe celebrating that layup on the other end a little bit too much. And Keota Eagles getting out running.
Kind of an extended 2-3 defense by the Eagles. Kind of want to bait them into that down low shot. And they do. They get a nice look there to DeBoeuf for 2. Stout back to Cole. Cole takes it in. Kicks it back out to Stout. Stout drives. Nice little shot there, in for 2. Tied up at 15, 3 minutes to go. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sampson to Hora. Over to Kelderman. Gets it into Anderson. Gets a nice roll there off the front of the rim, in for 2. Stout kicks it out to Cole Kindred. Kindred takes a dribble, passes it back out to Stout, takes a deep 3, nothing but net. The first lead for the Eagles here, 18-17. Looks like Aiden McGuire is about to check in for the Eagles. Anderson to Horror, takes a deep 3, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Sawyer Stout, who's going to push the court for the Eagles. Nice little pass there to Waterhouse. Back out to Cole Kindred, who takes a 3. Off the mark, no good. Not really Cole's shot. We'd like to see him take it to the rim, but hey, the green light, coach always gives him the green light, take the shot.
Yeah, Dan Stout's not going to tell you not to take a shot. You'll much rather have a bad shot than a turnover, so.
Sampson takes it to the hoop, no good. Rebounded by Billy Kindred, who gets it to Stout, who brings it up for the Keota Eagles. Warhawks also playing kind of an extended 2-3 here. Wanting to close out on those 3s. Vidito gets it to Billy Kindred, who takes a 3 off the mark, no good. I think Sampson kind of got his hand in there at the last second. DeBoeuf has it. Kicks it down into Hora, under the hoop, in for 2. Great move there by Hora. Get open, nice shot.
Yeah, crisp pass.
Cole Kindred, a little miscommunication there. Thought Vidito was going to go out. He goes in. McGuire and Strand checking in for the Eagles. Looks like we have two new Warhawks here, number 2 and number 22, Braden Veseth and Lucas Nunnenkoven. Hora takes a deep 3, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by DeBoof, puts it up, off the mark, no good. McGuire almost gets it. Strand comes away with it. Gets it to Cole Kindred. Keota brings the ball up. Warhawks being very aggressive. Waterhouse, nice 3. In and around and in for Waterhouse.
Waterhouse having an absolute monster first quarter. And he's out of bounds there, yep.
Veseth with a high pass there for Hora.
40 seconds in this first quarter here.
21-19, Keota up by 2. About a 10-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. McGuire. Nice shot there. Nothing but net. Aiden McGuire coming off the bench with 2. Anderson looking to probably take all the time off here. Take it to the hoop with what? 8 seconds
About
left,
8
you
seconds,
think?
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see him give it up over here to, is that Gabe Hora over in the corner?
Yeah, they're trying to probably kick it out to Hora for a deep 3. Over to Veseth. Nunnenkoven. Back over to Anderson. Takes a last second shot off the rim, no good. 23-19 into the first quarter. Fast and furious.
Wow. What a first quarter. What a shooting clinic from both teams. Keota Eagles have to feel pretty good having that 4-point lead after that bevy of scoring from the North Mahaska Warhawks. Seems like everything is dropping for the white shirts so far. But Tanner Waterhouse is having a monster first quarter there. I think I've got him at 9 points so far. So Tanner Waterhouse, Billy Kindred doing damage. Sawyer Stout and Aiden McGuire doing some stuff there. Need to see if we can get a little more on the block with Evan Vidito, maybe Connor Strand there. So I don't know if you noticed it, Eddie, but we're without Chase Hafley tonight.
I didn't see his pretty shoes out there tonight.
Yeah, the mismatch.
Hey guys, I want to jump in here quick and send a shout out to North Mahaska High School for allowing Steve Shetler Media to do tonight's game. When we started this venture, I quickly found out that opposing schools aren't so keen to letting other media outlets into the school, especially to do a video broadcast of the game. So we thank North Mahaska for opening their doors to us and letting us do tonight's game with the Keota Eagles and North Mahaska Warhawks.
Always good to get a broadcast games between two quality teams. Sawyer Stout's going to pick up a quick turnover on a travel there. Mine moving a little faster than his hands and feet can make him move.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy there, but you'll have that when you haven't practiced for about 4 or 5 days.
You know he was taking shots, though, maybe even at his house in the snow. Waterhouse gets it, knocked away by number 32, Kelderman. Veseth now to Nunnenkoven. Back to Kelderman. Crossed over to Sampson, who takes it to the hoop. Puts up a shot over Vidito. Off the mark, no good. DeBoof rebounds, puts it up. They're going to get a foul on Vidito?
I believe so, yeah. Both boys seem to be going straight up, but we're going to call that on Evan Vidito somehow. Not sure what that was. Sawyer Stout taking a seat here for Cole Kindred coming back on.
Kelderman to inbound. They're going to get a foul there on Sampson. A little shoving under the hoop there.
He just kept backing into him the whole time.
Yeah, Aiden McGuire and Sampson are just kind of belly to belly or rear to belly and get it on Sampson there.
Aiden not one to shy away from contact either. Waterhouse's shot no good. Rebounded by Kelderman. DeBoof takes a shot over Vidito, no good. Rebounded by McGuire, who gets it to Waterhouse. Kelderman tried to pick it off there. Swatted away by Nunnenkoven. I'm sorry, I'm going to have a problem with that all night. Good job by McGuire to swat it out of bounds.
Sawyer Stout in for Tanner Waterhouse here. Eagles still in that 2-3 zone.
Warhawks and the Eagles playing a lot of similar style here. 2-3 defenses, extended, trying to press, trying to break on passes. Very similar styles. Both not afraid to take a three.
No, they're not. Good aggressive basketball style here for both teams.
Nunnenkoven, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Last second throw up there by DeBoof. No good. Rebounded by Kindred. Back to the other Kindred. That was Billy to Cole. Back to Billy. Back to Cole. Takes the three. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Vidito. Puts it right back up. Rolls off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Viseth. Sampson has it. Bounce pass to DeBoof. Dribbles it under the hoop. Puts it in for two. 21-23. First points of the second quarter. They're going to get another travel there on Stout.
That's Chase Searin checking in for Aiden McGuire here. Both teams have kind of gone a little cold compared to the start of the first quarter. Second quarter here we are 5:53 to go.
Only 2 points scored so far in this
only
quarter.
2.
They're going to get one on either Stout or Kindred. They're going to get that on Cole Kindred. 2 fouls on the Eagles in the second quarter. Kelderman to inbound it. Gets it out to Viseth. To DeBoof. Drives, puts it under the hoop, in for two. Cole Kindred brings it up. Out to Stout. Back to Searin, who takes the three. Off the rim, into the backboard, back into the hoop for three. Beautiful shot by Searin. I think he might have surprised himself. Nice, a turnover. Cole Kindred gets it, takes it to the hoop, puts it in for two.
I think Chase Searin almost hit the rafter there. The rainbow three gets it to drop. He's living right tonight, Eddie.
DeBoof has it, takes it past Searin to the hoop, kicks it back out to Nunnenkoven, back to Kelderman, to Sampson, who takes a jumper. In and out, rebounded by DeBoof, tips it in. Stout to Billy. To Searin. Searin maintains possession. Over to Stout. Back to Billy. Back to Stout. Takes a three from the corner. Off the mark, no good. Nice hustle by Chase Searin to try to get in there. Unfortunately, it's going to go off in his hands. Warhawk ball. Hora and Anderson back in for Viseth and Nunnenkoven. Having a hard time, Steve. Hard time.
We're up here in Dutch country.
Anderson back over to Sampson. DeBoof kind of by himself there in the corner. Thought about it. Good defense by Searin to close that out. Kelderman gets it into Anderson, who takes a shot. Rebounded by DeBoof. Bounce past it off the foot of Anderson, back to himself. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Billy Kindred. Gets it up the court for the Eagles. Cole Kindred turns over to Hora. Cole Kindred gets his steal back to Stout. Stout takes it to the hoop and in for two. Stout wanted that one bad.
Yeah, he did. Cole Kindred righted the wrong that was the turnover there. Did a nice job of getting back on it.
And a great block from behind by Billy Kindred on Nolan Anderson.
You can't get much worse position on a play there, but Billy Kindred made it work.
Great job there. Feeding Vidito in. Jump fake. Gets the guy to leave his feet. Puts it up for two. And North Mahaska's got to call a timeout because they're ice cold right now.
They are ice cold, and they were trailing behind the play the whole way there. Keota really playing fundamental basketball, executing the ball fake effectively, going up off glass, easy 2 points for Evan Vidito. Keota stretches the lead to 7.
And I hear we got new sponsors from North Mahaska, Steve?
Yeah, we got a handful of sponsors from North Mahaska. We thank all of our regular sponsors from Keota. And do want to tell you we're broadcasting tonight on Steve Shuttler Media on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're watching this and you think other people should be seeing this as well, this is a great game. Make sure you share this on your news feed and get all the folks from both schools involved in this. I know a lot of people are interested in this game. Very competitive, super athletes going at it tonight here in North Mahaska. So share this on your news feed, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. And make sure your neighbors and your family know that the game's being played here tonight, and they can watch it wherever they're at.
Kind of different ball game here for the two teams. DeBoof carrying his team right now with 14 points, whereas the Eagles evenly spread throughout, you know. And that's what we get from the Eagles every week.
We do, yeah. Usually you get one leader, and then everybody else kind of scatters it, whether it's Sawyer Stout, who is predominantly the leading scorer, or once in a while you'll see a Cole Kindred or a Billy Kindred step up into that role. Tonight, Tanner Waterhouse really having a great night.
Get it to DeBoof down low. They're going to get a foul there on Waterhouse, trying to play defense. Waterhouse playing a lot more aggressive the last couple weeks.
Yeah, he is. Excellent defense there. I'm not sure what the ref's calling that foul on it. To me, it was just an undersized Tanner Waterhouse trying to get position. So
bounce pass into DeBoof. Back out to Kelderman, to Sampson, who takes the three from the top. Nothing but net for the Warhawks. Stout gets it over to Cole Kindred. To Vidito. Back to Stout. Back to Kindred, who takes the three. Nothing but net. Hey, the first shot didn't hit rim. Second shot hit rim. Third shot, nothing but net.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time until Cole dials that thing in. If we get Cole Kindred, if we get Sawyer Stout going the way that Tanner Waterhouse, the way that Billy Kindred are shooting the three, it could be a real good night for him.
Switch to man here. The Eagles on man on defense. Anderson takes a three off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Vidito. Great take to the hoop. Unfortunately, can't finish for Cole Kindred. Rebounded by Anderson. Should have been a travel there. They're not going to call it. Sampson has it up top. Takes it to the hoop. Puts up off the rim. Or off the glass on the rim. Good for two. Cole to Waterhouse. To Stout. Takes a deep three. Nothing but net. All the way from Oski, he puts it in.
That might have been from Pella.
DeBoof a little too tall there for Hora. Viseth and Nunnenkoven checking back in there for Kelderman and DeBoof.
38-30 with a minute 40 to play here.
Stout to Cole. Back to Stout. Tried to get it to Vidito, tipped out of bounds by Sampson. Keota maintains possession. Strand coming in for Vidito. Inbound to Cole Kindred. Over to Waterhouse, takes the three. In and out, rebounded by Anderson. To Hora. To Nunnenkoven, back to Viseth, who takes a three from the top, no good. Tipped back by Waterhouse to Stout, who pushed it up for the Eagles. Over to Billy, wide open three, nothing but net.
Eagles stretch it out to an 11-point advantage with about 56 seconds to go here.
Sampson takes it to the hoop, gonna draw a foul there. He's going to be shooting two. Foul's going to be on Strand. It's 4 fouls on the Eagles, 52 seconds left. Sampson makes his first shot. I don't feel like I need to say this again, but there are 2 shots again tonight.
Yep.
Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Strand, who gets it to McGuire, who checked in for the Eagles. Over to Stout, to Billy in the corner. Nothing but net. Billy is riding hot right now. We have 2 Eagles in double digits with Stout at 10 and Billy Kindred at 11. About a 5-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. 25 seconds to go in the game. Anderson,
we have Eagles in man defense, Eddie.
Not going to want to give him that easy shot. Anderson has it to Viseth. Back to Anderson. 6 to go on the shot clock. Nice job there by Strand to tip it. Keota gets the ball, calls a timeout, has possession. We're going to get one play drawn up for 4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds. Good idea there, to get this play drawn up.
Hey, we'll throw in some sponsors right now. They include the Kindred Family, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sheets Chiropractic, Sigourney Body Shop, Bidito Incorporated, Fisher Family Club Lambs, JJ Nicotine Company, Keota Transmission and Repair, Keota Veterinary Clinic, Jennifer Fagan, Neighbor Insurance, Grant Ranch, Hometown Real Estate, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, New Life Community Church in Wellman, and our North Mahaska sponsors tonight, Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Stiles, State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy. Let's have the last 4 seconds of the first half.
You got to expect they're going to try to get it to the hot hand here of back to Billy or maybe even to Waterhouse. Nunnenkoven gets the steal. Gets it to VSEP who puts it in last second. No good. That took a change there in the second quarter. Keota leads 44-31 after just being up by 2 in the first.
Yeah, it's not unusual for Keota to take out a lead. It usually happens in that first quarter. They find their hot hand and then just kind of maintain the game the rest of the way out. It wasn't that case in this game in the first quarter. Just evenly matched, both teams shooting lights out. Second quarter, they kind of settled back in and maybe were playing what they normally play, not hitting everything, but still shooting the ball well. But Keota really put together a nice run there and ended up taking a 13-point advantage going into half. Again, we say this in and out every week, just so many different scorers for the Keota Eagles. I think we had 7 different players on the court, and I think 6 of the 7 scored. So the name of the game for Keota is distribution and team play, and we'll see how this one shakes out in the second half.
I think the big change there between the first and second is Keota went from playing that 2-3 to going man, and it caused a lot of miscommunication and confusion there for the Warhawks. Which doesn't happen to the Eagles that much because they've played together since they were freshmen.
Yeah.
Well, Pee Wee basketball, really.
That's right. I mean, top to bottom, with the exception of Billy Kindred, who is Cole's brother, all of those boys are seniors. All 7 of them are seniors, with the exception of Billy. I mean, six of the 7. So, and Billy's played with all of those boys too. He might as well be one of those seniors, just as much ball as they've played together, and it's showing. And you can see that, at times there's a bit more youth on North Mahaska side than there is on Keota side. But boy, North Mahaska is a quality basketball team. They have good size. They move really well. They shoot the ball lights out. This North Mahaska, they get on fire. They could turn this script over pretty quickly. But we'll hope that they don't for Keota Eagles' sake and see if Keota can maintain the hot hand. I thought Billy Kindred had one of his better halves of the year here, and the same with Tanner Waterhouse. Cole started out a little bit rough, and we haven't seen Evan Vitito do what normal Evan Vitito things, but that's what they play 2 halves of basketball for.
Me and Steve just fighting over to try to catch this moth in here. Got it on the back wall. Might have been a mosquito.
R.I.P. The New Year moth hanging out here in North Mahaska Gym. Again, we're at halftime. As you can see, Keota leads North Mahaska 44-31. And we've got about 8 minutes before we get back into the second half. So we'll take a quick break and be back here in about 5 minutes with more action from North Mahaska High School here in New Sharon, Iowa. Keota, North Mahaska here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. All righty, we're back here on Steve Shuttler Media, getting ready for the second half of the Keota boys taking on North Mahaska. As you can see there, halftime score is 44-31. We've got Eddie and Andy, the dynamic duo, doing our announcing tonight. Guys, we've got about less than a minute now before the half begins. Take it away.
You know, Andy, I was kind of worried with all this cold setting in that it might cool down the Red Hot Eagles. It has not at all.
No, not at all. Missing those 4 days really doesn't seem to have affected the Eagles. A couple of times you kind of question it, maybe a little bit sloppier play than what you're used to, but I think it's just playing a really good team against North Mahaska that's giving them a little bit of fits here. But yeah, the basketball is hot, and hopefully we can carry it into tomorrow night against BGM if somehow we can get it in. And then also they've got a game scheduled on Saturday against Hillcrest at home. So 3 days of basketball, if weather will allow it. It's not looking promising, but we can hope.
And, I think we've seen this, coming and playing Monty and Linville, coming off of games where we handedly win. You come in kind of slow, not, and then once you realize, oh, yeah, I got to play up to the level of my opponent. And I think that's kind of where a little bit of the brain farts come in. But, the seniority of this Keota Eagles team, they come out, they recognize what they're doing wrong, and they change it. They don't stick to their guns if it's wrong.
Yeah, the thing about that veteran leadership is they don't really get rattled. This team has never really gotten rattled that I've seen. It's just in their demeanor. But you're right. I mean, it's a matter of putting the game together the full way through. And they didn't have their best first quarter. They had a good first quarter.
Anderson made it 2.
But came back in the second, so we'll see what happens here.
Yep. Hora takes the 3 off the mark, no good. Gonna say that goes off of Keota. I thought it went off of Kelderman there for North Mahaska, but the ref's right there. He's gonna call it what it is. Kelderman to inbound it. Bounce pass into DeBoof. Good straight up defense there by Kindred. Shot goes off the mark. Rebounded by Vidito. Pushes it up to Kindred, who takes the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by DeBoof.
Good look from Cole there, just a little bit too strong off the back of the iron.
Eagles back to their 2-3 to start the second half. Hora to Anderson. Takes a shot from the corner. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Kindred. Good box out there against 2 Warhawks, really. Gets it to Stout and brings it up for the Eagles. Back to Billy. To Cole, who cuts, takes a shot up. That was a suspenseful shot there, in and around the rim and in for 2 for Cole Kindred.
Cole following away backwards, a little fader there, flat shot, somehow gets it to drop for him. 46-33, 6.5.
He doesn't care how it looks as long as it goes in, right? Intercepted by Cole Kindred, who takes it to the hoop, puts it off the glass, fouled by Hora, gonna get a shoot 2.
What a veteran point guard move there. Going down the court, drawing the contact, getting the ball up with a chance for the and one. Can't quite connect there, but he'll be shooting 2 free throws.
Kindred's first shot, good. Man, I love saying Cole Kindred with the interception. Second shot off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Gets it to Sampson, who brings it up for the Warhawks. Over to DeBoof. Takes a deep 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Waterhouse, who gets it to Stout. Stout takes it to the rim. Nice strong move, puts it in for 2.
Again, veteran move, split the defender, double covered, and still scoring for Sawyer Stout.
Another almost interception by Kindred. Hora maintains possession. Gets trapped in the corner there. Gets it out to Sampson. Over to Kelderman. Feeds DeBoof down low. Anderson's shot, no good. Rebounded by Kindred. Waterhouse to Vidito. You're going to get a foul there on Kelderman.
Not a great sequence there for Nolan Anderson. The court monster caught his foot and pulled him down. In transition, gets it to Evan Vidito and just can't quite get back. Nolan Anderson's looking a little gassed here.
Sawyer Stout in the corner. Pump fakes, drives it to the hoop. Tries to get laid off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kelderman. Kindred gets his hand in there again, causing fits for the Warhawks. Sampson with the ball. Over to Anderson. To DeBoof at the top. Back to Sampson. to Hora. They're going to get a block there on Cole Kindred, who kind of got his feet crossed up, couldn't quite get his body moved quick enough.
You know, I have to compliment the Eagles doing a phenomenal job on Gabe Hora, who leads North Mahaska on the season and scoring at 16.1 points a game. Only has 2 in this contest so far.
Ugly take there by Sampson off the mark, no good. Keota gets the ball. Kindred takes it to the hoop. Going to get a foul there on DeBoof. On the floor. There are going to be 3 fouls on the Warhawks with 5:04 to go in the third quarter. Kindred inbounds it to Stout, back to Kindred. Takes it to the hoop. Nice fadeaway, puts it in for 2. Kindred playing very aggressive on both ends right now.
Absolutely.
Not something you normally see him do. He normally kicks that out as an assist kind of team player, but, you know, taking it to the hoop now. Anderson somehow gets it to DeBoof on what I thought was a travel twice. Doesn't get called. Kindred to his brother, Billy, to the Waterhouse in the corner. Nice little fake there. Almost trying to patent that little jumper. Doesn't go in, off the mark. Anderson with the rebound. DeBoof to Kelderman. Across to Hora. Loses his dribble. Waterhouse gets it. Coast to coast. Waterhouse puts it up for 2. Misses the 2, but draws a foul there.
Great aggressive take there for Tanner Waterhouse. Handling the ball like a magician. Bringing the ball down the court. Keeping his eyes up. You know, youngsters, if you're watching this game, watch how Tanner Waterhouse drives the court. Watch how Cole Kinder drives the court. They keep their eyes up. That's something that this Keota group does so well. It sees the floor. And I don't care who it is, they all do it. So that's something to emulate if you're coming up through the ranks.
McGuire and Strand back in. Waterhouse missed his first shot. That's 4 fouls on the Warhawks with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Waterhouse, second shot, no good. Strand gets on the floor and gets it to McGuire. Great hustle there by Strand. Stout takes it to the hoop. Another rebound by Strand. Puts it off the glass in for 2.
Strand doing damage. Connor Strand, happy birthday, Connor Strand. Connor Strand is 18 years old today.
Playing like a grown man under the hoop.
Man.
Forces Sampson to take an errant 3. No good. Rebounded by McGuire. Warhawks looking off kilter right now. Cole Kindred takes it to the hoop. Nobody there, in for 2. 55-35, 3:33 to go in the third quarter. Warhawks need to slow it down. It's getting away from them right now. Sampson takes it to the hoop, puts it off the glass, in for 2. Cole Kindred brings up for the Eagles, over to Stout, to McGuire. Feeds to Strand, back to Stout, who takes a 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Sampson, who brings it up for the Warhawks. Sampson takes it, tries to bounce pass it to Anderson. Gets it out to DeBoof. Shot no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Puts it back up, in for 2. Waterhouse to Cole Kindred. Back to Waterhouse. DeBoof takes it to the hoop. Going to get a foul there on Waterhouse, but it's going to be on the floor.
I'm not sure what happened on that offensive sequence for the Eagles, but I saw Tanner Waterhouse look at the ball, and the ball kind of rolls away. Didn't put another hand on it, so we'll see what that was about.
Waterhouse, McGuire, and Cole Kindred off the court. Vidito, Billy, and Chase Searing in. DeBoof has it to Hora, who takes a deep 3. Off the mark, no good. Long arms by Billy Kindred. Can't quite corral it, but it goes out of bounds off the Warhawks Keota ball.
Eagles going with a bigger lineup here with Connor Strand and Evan Vidito. Noonan
Coven with the steal Tough defense by the Eagles forces North Mahaska to call a timeout.
A little lackadaisical play there from the Keota Eagles. Not quite getting the handle on the ball when they need to. Not staying with it a little bit there. Looked like we maybe stepped on the edge line over there, but Eagles need to put it back together how aggressive they were early in this third period and see what they can do.
Again, a thanks to our sponsors tonight. North Mahaska sponsors are Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy.
Cora brings it up for the Warhawks. Over to DeBoof. Picks up a screen there from Anderson. Takes it to the hoop. In for two. Good move there by DeBoof, who's carrying his team on his back right now. Kindred to Kindred connection. Billy puts it up for two, or up for three, no good. Rebounded by V-Seth. DeBoof takes it to the hoop again. Off the mark, no good. Foul on Vidito.
You're right, DeBoof really putting this team on his back right now, creating off the dribble, taking it down the lane. Keota Eagles just need to move their feet, get in front of them. Don't give them that lane. Force them to go left. Keep them out of the lane.
DeBoof's first shot, no good. He has 18 of the 41 points for the Warhawks. 1:40 to go in the third quarter, 55-41. DeBoof's second shot falls, 55-42. Eagles lead. Cole Kindred out to Chase. Over to Sawyer Stout, who takes a nice looking three. No good. Rebounded by Billy Kindred. Puts it back up. No good. Rebounded by V-Seth. Going to get a foul called on Billy Kindred. 4 fouls for both teams. 1:25 to go in the third. V-Seth into DeBoof. Back to V-Seth. Back to DeBoof. To Anderson, to Noonan Coven, who takes the three, no good. Rebounded by Kindred. Stout up there. Nice hustle play by Stout to put it in for two. Get his team out of that cold spell they were in.
Coach Stout wanting the press there, just can't quite get it because the play happened so quick. Easy layup for Sawyer, 57-42 with 56 to go here in the third period.
V-Seth to DeBoof. Back to V-Seth. Can't control it. Chase Searin with the ball. Gets it to Cole Kindred, who pushes it to Sawyer Stout. Back to Billy Kindred. To Chase Searin. Takes a three. Knocked out of his hands by the Warhawks. Keota ball under the basket.
I really thought there was a lot of hand there on Chase Searin. It should have been a foul call, and they missed it.
Cole Kindred gets it to Vidito, who takes a shot from the free throw line. Short, no good. Rebounded by DeBoof. V-Seth has it. Takes it to the corner. Crosses over. Gets it to Nunnankoven. Back to Hora, who takes a deep three. No good. DeBoof with the rebound. Tight D by McGuire. Anderson feeds it to V-Seth, who cuts the lane in for two. 5 seconds to Waterhouse. That's going to be the end of the third quarter, 57-14, 13-point lead for the Keota Eagles. Kind of slowed down there coming out of halftime.
Yeah, the Eagles took a 20-point advantage at one point in time. The North Mahaska Warhawks have whittled it down to 13 now, just basically off a sloppy play from the Eagles. The Eagles need to put it back together, play better defense. We're getting caught flat-footed a little bit too much. I don't know if it was that week off. The guys are a little bit tired now, but they're going to have to pick it up, pick up the intensity. Just getting outplayed right now by North Mahaska, specifically by the DeBoof kid, Asher DeBoof, who is dumping it in tonight. 19 points of the 44, almost half of the way there for North Mahaska Warhawks. We need to lock him down and go get those rebounds.
Hey, a big thanks to our sponsors for making tonight possible. New Life Community Church in Wellman, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Hometown Real Estate, Grand Ranch, Jennifer Fagan Neighbor Insurance, Keota Veterinary Clinic and Keota Transmission and Repair, plus JJ Nicotine Company, Fisher Family Club Lambs, Vidito Incorporated, Sigourney Body Shop, Sheets Chiropractic, Lifetime Dental Solutions, and the Kindred family. Back to you guys.
All right, let's hope that Keota can kind of step back up here in this fourth quarter. Waterhouse has it, gets it over to Billy Kindred, who takes the three. Off the mark, no good, rebounded by Anderson. Anderson picks up his dribble, gets it to Hora. Over to Nunakoven. To DeBoof, who takes a deep three. Riding the hot hand, that puts him at 22 points. 10-point lead now only for the Eagles. Stout to Cole Kindred. Back to Stout. Stout takes it. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded there, or fouled there by Anderson. Stout to shoot two. First shot, good. Second shot off the mark, rebounded by Billy Kindred, puts it up for two. Two's better than one.
Absolutely. Sawyer Stout notches his 15th point of the game. That puts 13 on for Billy here. 60-47, 7 minutes to go early on in this fourth period.
Anderson takes it to the hoop over Waterhouse and Vidito, in for two. Cole Kindred over to Stout, down to Billy. Billy back to Cole, who takes the three. Off the mark, no good, rebounded by Vidito. Gets it to Stout. Over to Waterhouse, back to Stout. To Billy Kindred. Back to Stout. To Waterhouse in the corner. Back to Stout. Great ball movement, 18 on the play shot clock. Waterhouse finally gets an open three. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Visa.
You know, not a bad sequence there. We had good ball movement all the way around for Keota Eagles. Took about 45 seconds off the clock.
Hora left open in the corner, takes the three and makes it. Billy Kindred gets it over to Stout, who takes the three. Always an answer. Sawyer Stout with the answer three, trying to quiet down that North Mahaska student section.
Ice in the veins there for Sawyer Stout to put that three on the board. Leads 11 for the Eagles here with 5:49 to go.
Visa takes it. Great move by Visa. Not more you can do there. Kindred there played good defense. Good shot by number two. Sawyer Stout takes another three. In for the, wow. When you need points and you need momentum swing, put it in 24's hands. Hora again, down low. Bounce pass to Anderson. Out to Nunakoven. To Hora. Deep three. In for three. This place is getting loud. Vidito. Gonna get a foul there. And they're gonna tee up Anderson. Number 24, Anderson, with a technical. I believe he said some obscenities in front of the ref, which is a no-no.
Yep, we got a foul on Anderson to start with, and then we've got a technical on Anderson right behind it. Sawyer Stout shooting free throws here.
Off the mark, no good. Technical fouls, free throws are tough. You're all by yourself down there. No one to look at, nothing to calm you down. Shot no good.
Eagles basketball here. Tanner Waterhouse is going to be on the side. Billy Kindred to inbound to his brother Cole, it looks like here.
3 fouls for the Warhawks. 66-57, 9-point lead for the Eagles. Stout takes the three, no good. Rebounded by Vitito. Back out to Stout, to Waterhouse, to Kindred. Takes the three, blocked there by Noonan-Coven. They're going to get a foul on Cole Kindred. I believe that's his third foul, too. Timeout, Keota Eagles.
What a ball game we have going on here, 66-57.
4:48 to play.
Gabe Hora waking up from three-point land. We were talking about him earlier, not really having that big of an impact. He has 8 points, 2 quick three-pointers to help North Mahaska crawl back into this thing at 9-point advantage with 4 minutes, 48 seconds to go here. Coach Stout drawing up something here for his team to settle back in on. Sawyer Stout missing those 2 big free throws. I guarantee you he comes back after that, Eddie, and we haven't seen the last of Sawyer Stout in this game.
No, we have not.
Hey, we've got just under 5 minutes to go in this game in the fourth quarter. And yeah, just once again want to thank you for watching and participating in the comments today on Steve Shuttler Media for this Keota North Mahaska basketball game. Give us a share on your news feed. Let other people see what's going on here in New Sharon. Going to have a heck of a finish. Again, 4:48 left on the clock.
I think Keota needs to start taking it at the Warhawks down low. We know we can shoot the three, but we need to put them in foul trouble, get them uncomfortable under the hoop. Hora takes a shot from nowhere. Noonan-Coven kind of stepping up for the Warhawks, getting a lot of those steals, getting the ball back for his teammates. Off the bench, Anderson takes a three, airballs it, DeBoof with the rebound, block. What looked to be a block by Billy Kindred, they're going to call a foul on. I didn't see him touch anything but ball there.
I saw all ball, but you know what? We're not on the baseline the way the ref is, so give him the benefit of the doubt.
DeBoof to shoot 2. DeBoof's first shot good. Second shot off the mark, rebounded by Anderson. Out to Hora. To Noonan-Coven, back to Anderson. Gonna get another foul on Kindred, and that's his 4th for Cole Kindred. Anderson to shoot 2. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. McGuire checking in for Cole. Look for McGuire to be really aggressive. Coming off the bench. Keota ball off of DeBoof. Stout brings it up for the Eagles. Over to Billy Kindred, back to Stout. Waterhouse gets it. Takes the three. Off the mark, no good. Foul on McGuire. All 3 went up for the ball. I don't know what's going on right now.
I don't know what that call is. They're going for a loose ball, and we get the foul called.
Noonan-Coven. V-Seth with that cut that he's been doing. Noonan-Coven takes the 3. Looked like it hit nothing but net, but it didn't go in.
Nothing at all.
Kindred to Stout, to McGuire. To Billy, who takes the 3. Off the mark, no good, rebounded by Anderson.
They're calling on one side right now.
Yeah! Charge on the Warhawks. And that's on Anderson.
That's Nolan Anderson.
I'm sorry, everybody. That got me excited. I hope that it didn't blow anybody's eardrums out. If you know me, I'm a passionate person.
That's 4 on Nolan Anderson, Eddie.
Billy to Vitito to Waterhouse. Over to Stout. Stout takes it, gets it to McGuire, takes a shot. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Vitito. Puts it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by, or foul there on Hora. 66-58, 3:10 to go in the game. That's the 5th foul, by the way. We'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way out. Vidito's first shot, good.
That's a big shot for Evan Vidito there. 67-58, 3:10 to go here. Just Evan's 5th point of the game.
Second shot, no good. McGuire almost. A very late foul called there on McGuire, who puts the Eagles at 5 fouls as well. Free throws now for every foul called.
Wow, Eddie, wow. I don't understand these calls. I try not to do this. I try not to rag on the ref, but come on now. That boy's going after loose balls, and they're calling it one way here.
And in the first half, they let him play down low. If you noticed that, there wasn't a whole lot called. We talked about that. Anderson sinks both of his shots. 60-67. Eagles up by 7. 3:08 to play in the game.
What a game we've got here in New Sharon, Iowa, North Mahaska High School, as we've got 3:08 on the clock. Keota leading North Mahaska 67-60. We do thank all of our sponsors, all of our normal Keota sponsors, and our handful of North Mahaska sponsors for jumping on tonight. Holland Coble Funeral Homes, Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, East Market Grocery, Proline Buildings, and Style Me Crazy. Getting loud in here, guys. Both of our student sections are on this side of the court, so we're getting an earful from both ends.
This might be the most active student section other than our own that we've played against.
Absolutely. They're outnumber us. I think there's probably only about 12 a dozen Keota Eagle student section down here, and there's about 40 in the North Mahaska side. But they are loud. This is a loud gym, and it's not even a packed house. It's a good crowd, but not a packed house. It's
a lot of people worried about the winter weather approaching. Waterhouse takes it, gets it to Stout, takes a 3. They're going to call travel. Eagles need to take a breath, settle down. DeBoof has it over to Viseth. Back to DeBoof, who has it up top. They want to either get it to Hora or DeBoof right now. If they try to feed Anderson down low, he's in foul trouble. Viseth takes a 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Nunnenkoven to Hora, who takes a long 3. No good. Rebounded by McGuire. Gets it to Billy Kindred. Sawyer Stout looking to settle his team down. Gets it over to Billy Kindred. Back to Stout. Over to Waterhouse. Timeout, Eagles. Timeout, Eagles in the corner.
All right, we've got 2:21 left in the game. Again, our sponsors make our broadcast possible. That includes the Kindred family, Lifetime Dental Solutions, Sheets Chiropractic, Sigourney Body Shop, Vidito Incorporated, Fisher Family Club Lambs, JJ Nicotine Company, Keota Transmission and Repair, Keota Veterinary Clinic, Jennifer Fagan, Neighbors Insurance, Grand Ranch, Hometown Real Estate, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, and New Life Community Church in Wellman. We are coming down the stretch. Let people know that we've got this game going. They want to see the last 2:21 of this battle between Keota and North Mahaska. Eddie Conrad, Andy McGuire with the call of the game. Guys, 2:21 left. What do you think?
I'm shaking. The adrenaline's flowing through me, and I'm just announcing this is what you live for if you're a Keota Eagle, honestly, right now. This is the game. This is the game you have to win and learn from as you move on to the end of the season, postseason, which these boys are thinking about.
That's right. They need to have these competitive games. It does us no good to put 30 or 40 on a team, 2-3 times a week. You have to have these to prepare you for what hopefully is going to be a really solid.
Cole Kindred over the top of his brother Billy. Anderson's shot put up.
I have to point this out, Eddie. They call it the foul on this end. They're not calling it on this end. I'm not sure what this group is seeing.
And just, I'm kind of speechless right now. I don't know what to say on that play. Both players went up. If anything, it would have been a jump ball before anybody stepped out of bounds.
Absolutely. Yeah, it should have been either a jump ball or a foul before it even hit that spot to where the North Mahaska coach would call the timeout. Unbelievable here in New Sharon, the way this game is being called in this second half.
It is 67-60. Eagles are still up by 7, 2:11 to play. Both teams, again, in the bonus, if we will, shooting fouls from now on. I'd like to mention that North Mahaska only has one timeout left. None in Coven. Tried to get it into Anderson, tipped out by Vidito. North Mahaska ball still.
North Mahaska really trying to establish the block here for Nolan Anderson.
DeBoof gets the inbound. Bounce pass to nobody. Out of bounds, Keota ball.
They got that one. That was out of bounds by about a foot, and I thought they were going to miss that call for a second there.
North Mahaska full court press here. Get it across. Good job there by Vidito to get it to Stout. Waterhouse takes a three. Nothing but net. Waterhouse, ice in his veins, puts it in for three. That's a drought that both teams were on there. 70-60, 10-point lead, 1:48 to go.
How fitting for Tanner Waterhouse to come up big.
And a block by Billy Kindred on DeBoof. What a play by Billy Kindred. I'm sorry I'm cutting you off, Andy.
No, don't apologize. This is an exciting game. I got an over and back violation here. It looked like the ball was tipped to me. Eddie, what did you see?
I'm not watching the same game the refs are, so I'm not going to input, I guess. Warhawk ball. Chase Searin checking in. Chase Searin's checking in for Cole Kindred. Stout wants to calm him down. He had made a couple bad passes. Good job by Stout to talk to his boys. Hora with a deep three, airballs it. Vidito tried to tip it back in and off of Anderson.
Yeah, Hora drew absolutely nothing off of that shot. We got a minute 18 here. Eagles up by 10.
Sometimes that hurts your confidence too. They bounce it into Anderson, doesn't get it. Brain farts by the Keota Eagles right now. Not a good pass from Stout, not a good pass from Searin, not a good pass from Waterhouse. Now Anderson takes the three. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by DeBoof. Out to Sampson. Rebounded by DeBoof. They're going to get a foul on Vidito. That's his third.
The Keota crowd's getting a little surly here too as well, Eddie.
Which you don't normally see. Keota's pretty reserved, other than their student section. DeBoof's first shot, no good. 53 seconds left to go. Kindred back in for Searin after Stout kind of maybe got him calmed down, talked to him. You know, let his senior know this is what you got to do to win this game. 10-point lead. DeBoof's second shot good. Full court press again. Stout to Billy. To Cole. Good job getting DeBoof to jump. Breaking the press. They're going to get that on DeBoof.
Boy, I thought that might have been a Nolan Anderson. If that foul wasn't called, I think Coach Stout was going to jump out of his skivvies there for a second. Yeah.
Again, shooting two on every foul. That's DeBoof's second. 44 seconds to go. 9-point lead for the Keota Eagles. Kindred sinks his first shot. Handling that pressure from the North Mahaska student section well. Sinks his second shot. Searin back in for Cole Kindred. DeBoof, deep three, makes it in. Cole Kindred back in. I think he likes Siren in those plays where I think Siren has a better vertical, can get some of those passes that maybe Cole can't. I don't really, maybe we'll have to ask that as a question to Stout. He does that a lot, 2 or 3 second intervals, putting people in and out.
I think that Chase Siren has phenomenal speed. He's quick. With Cole Kindred with those 4 fouls, I think Coach Stout's doing the right thing on trying to balance out what Cole can do with the basketball on the offensive side, see if he can get Chase back in on defense to get moving, to draw the foul if he has to slow this, if that's what he's wanting to do. Obviously, at this stage of the game, you don't want to foul. If you're the Eagles, you don't want North Mahaska scoring with the clock stopped. So, you got to run your offense here. Expect to get fouled here by North Mahaska with 34-7 and an 8-point lead. So they're going to put the full court press on. I'm sure Coach Stout's drawn up a press break here. He's going to have his best ball handlers on the court here for sure, and see where we go.
Billy Kindred to inbound it for the Eagles. Gets it to Cole. Cole takes it up the court. Finally calls a foul on Kelderman. Sampson was intentionally trying to get a foul called, still didn't get the foul called.
Yep. 23.3 seconds here shooting. Is Billy Kindred.
Nothing but net for Billy Kindred. Chase Siren checking in again there for Cole Kindred. I think you had an idea there with the fouls. He doesn't want to put him in positions to get a foul called.
That's right.
But when it comes to shooting, he wants to put him back in.
That's right, yep. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Stout call that last timeout here on a make, potentially here.
10-point lead, 20 seconds left. Sampson puts up a shot, no good. Out to Kelderman, to Hora, who takes a deep three, airballs it. Vidito gets it to Tanner Waterhouse, who does a smart move there. Billy Kindred has it, 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the ball game, everybody. Keota wins a thriller, 74-64 over North Mahaska Warhawks.
What a really clean game the first half. The second half, I don't know what happened. The wheels fell off the cart. It really got intense. Got to give credit to North Mahaska. Really picked up that intensity halfway through that third quarter when it looked like they could really pack it up and send it home. When the Eagles took that 20-point advantage, reeled it into about 7-8 point differential there for a little while, and ended up falling to Keota Eagles. Keota Eagles move to 12-0 on the season with a really tough opponent here. BGM tomorrow night would be homecoming, and then Hillcrest Academy on Saturday if they can squeeze it in somehow.
I tell you what, Andy, if
they canceled classes and the students have erupted in here.
They lost.
They lost a game, but man, they won a 3-day weekend.
They got the cheerleaders going, the palms are going, and I'm not kidding. They are excited to not have to go to school. Today must have been a humdinger. My goodness. Good for them.
I don't want to talk too long because I kind of want to be getting on the road. What else do we got for it, Steve? If you can compose yourself.
That was one of the funnier things I've seen all week. They lost the game, but the kids explode. Oh man, that hit my funny bone. 74-64, Keota wins. We'll see if Coach Stout comes up and joins us. I don't know if he will or not. Woo! That got me a little lightheaded.
I'd just like to say we had 4 players in double digits tonight. We had Sawyer Stout 21, Billy Kindred 15, Cole Kindred 15, and Tanner Waterhouse 12. What else can you call from your seniors and one junior? We didn't really. No one lost. You don't lose. Their whole team was carried by DeBoof, and then helped out there by Hora in the second half. you're not going to go very far in the season, postseason, when you're relying on one player. But if you can handle 4 or 5 guys that can just take care of it, you're looking pretty. You're sitting pretty.
Absolutely. There's so many different weapons on this Keota Eagle team, balanced 7, 8 deep, 9 deep at times, if Chase Hafley is healthy. But that was a heck of a night for the DeBoeuf kid over on the North Mahaska side. Kudos goes to the Keota Eagles, holding Gabe Pora to only 8 points in this contest. He only had really 2 points at the half, and then got 2 quick threes in that second half to reel him in a little bit there. But you're right, that's what Keota Eagles do. Credit goes to North Mahaska too. They were able to break the press that the Keota Eagles put on typically. And again, that difference is 10 points. Keota had that run in the third quarter that North Mahaska really wasn't able to come up and overcome, and that's really been the mantra of the Eagles. They will hit a run, and that will really be the difference in the game.
All right, guys, before we wrap it up here tonight, again, we always thank our sponsors, and if it wasn't for the sponsors, we wouldn't be doing the games for you. So North Mahaska fans, make sure you thank your sponsors. Keota fans, make sure you thank all the Keota sponsors. And guys, I see no reason to hang around any longer. Let's get out of here before it starts snowing. Andy and Eddie, thank you for your announcing tonight. We thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. And we'll be back at it next week. We have a Tuesday-Friday doubleheader. So we'll be back at it next week with more Keota Eagle basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. Thanks for tuning in.